Alright, so I'm going to walk you through how we build a cage for our baby green iguanas. Now keep in mind when you build a cage for an iguana, you're going to need something much larger than this for an adult. This is just a temporary cage for babies. This is a V222. It's about 24 by 24 by 28 inches. So you can see it's got the spot here for basking light. We've got our UVB light up here. We're using a 10.0 and then this is a 75 watt basking. I just put in some regular old orchid bark, which will be holding humidity for them. So there's that. Now to grab the furnishings and the water bowl, and go ahead and put those in. Alright, so now you can see that we've got all the supplies in here. We've got some nice flat pieces of cork here for them to bask on and hold on to. We've added in lots of little foliage here for them to hide behind. With baby iguanas, they often can be a little bit insecure, so you want to make sure they've got tons of places to hide. And if you put lots of foliage around where you want them to sit, it'll make they'll feel a lot more comfortable, so they'll come out and sit where all the leaves and stuff like that are. And then on this side, we've got over here, as you can see, more foliage. Another big piece of cork that comes down so they can climb up to the basking area. Right there. Nice big water bowl that they can climb into. And then the last thing that I'm going to add to this cage is going to be some sphagnum moss to help make sure that the humidity stays nice and high. So now as you can see, there's moss in there. It's just this kind of stuff here. Adding the moss, it's nice and wet now, but by the end of the day, especially the stuff under here, it'll be a lot drier. But what happens is that when the water evaporates off the moss into the cage, all that evaporated moisture stays in the air, which means increased humidity. So if you look, it kind of makes it look a lot more tropical, a lot more natural in there. And then on this side, I like to put moss around the water bowl. I haven't filled it yet, but I do like to put moss around the water bowl so that way when it spills and when the iguanas climb in and out of it, just the act of them splashing the water will get the moss wet, which will help keep the bedding fresh longer. A little pro tip for you. So there we go. That's the completed iguana cage. Just go ahead and grab the new guys and we'll put them in and see how they like it. Here's one of our baby green iguanas. As you can see, they're in great shape. They're super sweet and mellow. This little guy here, we just got in a little bit ago, so he's going to be pretty excited to go into his cage. If you're calm and confident and patient with your iguanas, they can make extremely rewarding pets. However, they do get quite large, up to 6 feet for mature adult males. So definitely make sure that you're prepared to deal with a very large adult animal in the next couple years. There you go, buddy. So there's one. We've actually got two that we're going to be putting into this cage here. When they flick their tongue like that and they lick their environment, they're actually checking out the smells in there. He's probably going to go up and lick everything just to see what's going on. Then here's his friend that's going to be in the cage with him. Another little cutie. There you go, buddy. That guy is surveying his domain. Here they are. So we're going to go ahead and let these guys settle in, and then we're going to go ahead and mist the cage down pretty thoroughly. If your iguana's at home, you're going to want to make sure that you keep the cage moist and humid. Make sure that you water it a couple times a day. Change the water every morning at least. These guys eat a diet of dark leafy greens. We also recommend offering them a couple of the pelleted diets. We find that they eat the reptile iguana food like candy, and then they'll also eat the Zoo Med juvenile iguana pelleted food. In addition to all of the canned foods that they make, a lot of times you can get them used to eating pelleted food by just mixing some of the canned food in there. And there you have it.